Alright, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham HaKadosh. Double honors to the apostles at Great Millstone. Salute to you brothers teaching the word of sincerity and in truth. And this is going to be a quick video. I want to touch on the unclean frog, which goes into your three city states, which work hand in hand with this system, this beast system. Because you've got the financial, which is London, the city of London. Then you've got Washington DC, and you've got your Vatican and all that. But now what I want to do is I want to talk about and I'm going to do a quick video on this. Lord willing, I can do another video more in depth. But I want to talk about this frog. Now I was doing some research and I found out that this city London is actually like most of these cities that you see on the planet are defiled. But this city, London, is like super defiled. So the water system that you got, I was checking out different water systems, which, just to make a disclaimer here, man, it's all polluted. But when you check out this water system going on in London, you find out that the city was supposed to be built for 2.5 million people, and you've got something like 10 million, 9 million, or something like that. In London. Now, so what they have is this giant shit problem. Now they get their water. The water system comes from the River Thames. And this is the same water that people are using for showers, coming out their taps, having baths, drinking. Is the same nasty ass river where they find dead bodies in, and they're flushing all the shit because there's too much people in the town. They're saying that when it rains and all that, they got the drain off, the wash off. They gotta pull it through the Thames. So every year there's so many amounts of tons of shit that goes in this Thames. So this river, this water, this place is like actually completely unclean, man. Now I was looking at some of the other towns, and their water supply is from it's from a better from better locations. So this just shows you that the city's completely defiled. So let me click on this link here. It says London's super sewer won't solve the city's epic poop problem. Around 39 million tons of sewage float into the Thames every year. A massive new sewer is being built to fix that. All right. Like I said, I'm just it says it's about time. Other than the very obvious downsides of flushing toilets into the Thames, bacteria in sewage can absorb the dissolved oxygen from the water, killing off fish and water-dwelling plants. So, you got fish and plants that are dying, that are dead in the Thames. They're dying in that place is disgusting, man. And that the River Thames, right? Let's look at it. That's the main. That's the iconic river that is over London. When you watch EastEnders, and you got to show you the EastEnders map, in the middle of it, and that's where people go to see to look at to look at your London Eye, your Houses of Parliament. But it's a filthy, unclean city. It's completely. And this is just dealing with one aspect of it, that water supply. Now, when you go there, you might look at this picture. Oh, that looks like a nice scene. And when you go there and you see, if you've ever been there, the water's dirty and grey, 100%. And let's go back. See all these pictures. You think, oh, what a nice night out. Oh yeah, great London, right? Now when you go, you got the EastEnders here, right? Now when you go, well, let me go back to this. So when you go here, Bear with me, yeah. And you go back and let's go back. And you go here, right? Damn, where the hell is it gone? This kind of shit always happens. You know what, bro? It's just saying. There was a picture that was on the screen and it showed you all the shit that was washed up there, but it's gone. That's just saying. Let's click back on the link. So it says, there's a lot of poop in London, not enough places to put it. Designed the late 1800s, the city's sprawling, spluttering sewer network spans more than 1,100 miles, but has only built to serve 1.25 million people. With almost 9 million people now flushing and washing, the system has reached breaking point. Or to be more bluntly, there's shit everywhere. Around 39 tons of sewage flows into the River Thames each year. Now, I used to have them Amalekites that used to jump in there. They used to use it as a swimming in that shit. Now, what I want to do, let me type in this. London's water supply. What's London's water supply? The River Thames. 7% of London's water is supplied by reservoirs which collect their water from the River Thames. So this is the nasty. Now, I'm gonna tell you something here, right? Don't know why it's so hard to. Yeah, we get most of London's water from the River Thames. Now, I'm gonna tell you something. I've been, you go to you travel around or whatever. The last time I was down in that London using the fucking water, your skin's all fucked up, man. Your skin gets all messed up. Your beard's falling out. You know what I'm saying? You get your spots coming out your face. It's 100%. Now, when I was young, I remember when I was around, I could have been like 6, 7, 5 to 7 or something like that. And I was at one of my auntie's house, and she had a back garden. This was up in the Midlands, and I was playing in it. I was young, and I fell in the frog pond, man, and that shit kind of traumatized me for you as a kid, because it was filled with frogs and it was small, so it was like only 2 people could kind of fit in this little. It was a small little, but I dropped right in that shit, and I kind of looked at that. I've been, looking at that spiritually as I've got older, because where we prophesy and what we're prophesying against is this unclean frog. Now let me get that in the scriptures. I know it might be a bit all over the place, man, but that's kind of how, I kind of come out raw. I'm trying to pull it together like some other Israelite groups, the slides, but I just can't do that, man. I try and do it like that, but I just got to come out raw. Revelation 16:13. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. So we're focusing on, for they are the spirits of devils working miracles, which go forth into the kings of the earth. And London is known for its fine. It's the Rothschilds own that city of London, own laws and that, and they're controlling the financial aspects of this system, man. Which is, what did the Rothschilds say? Give me control of a nation's money, and I care who not makes the laws. You got the military, the financial, and this unclean frog is a major player in this. And but I don't want to go into all that. I want to just focus on the fact that city, literally, the water that they're using is filled with shit. They're actually pumping shit in there, and that's the water that people are using to drink. Now, I was watching one documentary where they got a model from Amalek, and I'm not gonna go too deep into that because they'll clip it. But I was watching a documentary a couple of years back where Amalek was, because the land's all messed up over there. They learnt how it was getting shit and nasty water and turning it into drinking water. So then they started bringing that model all over to in America and all of that. So you got a lot of defiled cities out here. All right. Now I looked up a couple of different towns. I'm gonna go back to this River Thames. Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah. Let's see what we can get because. The sewage system along the River Thames overloaded today and spewed its shit. Look at that picture. Now there's other pictures. A brief history of London. Look at this. Like, this is known facts. The same water that people in this dirty ass water that everyone goes to viewing the city at. This dirty frog. That's people's water supplies, and it's great. Now let me show you something else. One sec. Dead bodies in the Thames. A body has been discovered for a search of a missing boy in the River Thames a day after a woman was found dead just 2 miles away. Thames Valley police officers were at the river between Bourne and so they're always finding dead bodies in the Thames. On average, there is 1 dead body hauled out of the Thames each week. I mean, that looks like that was some fucking. I don't know if that's a fucking spoof. You know, like, it was some bullshit what he was just saying there. But the point is that they're always finding they're always finding dead bodies up in this place, man. There's shit, piss, and dead bodies in this River Thames. So I think I made the point here. I wanted to get another picture to show you. Pictures speak 1,000 words, don't they say? But the spirit's not making it happen. But I'm trying to get this. So I looked up a couple of different towns, and you got this hard water and all that. But anyway, what I want to do. Let me type in a couple of towns and show you just that unclean frog is on all levels. Is just abominable, man. There's too much people in there. It's just demonic, man. It's the most expensive place to put the people are renting like inhumane fucking boxes and they're calling them rooms. Like you'd be paying £700 for you pay £1,000 plus for people will get like someone's kitchen and put a settee in there and call it a studio flat, man. And you can't. It's like it's small. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I don't want to pipe on about this, man. I'm just. So Manchester water supply thermal aqueduct is the longest aqueduct in Britain. It transports water reservoir in the Cumbrian Hills to Manchester. So I was looking at these different towns, and they've got like the water supply is a bit better. Is better than that one in London. Your water is supplied from Wales and transported to Birmingham through the Eland Valley Aqueduct. So they got these aqueducts, right? Which, listen, don't get it twisted, man. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. All this water out here is defiled, man. Okay. Well, let's go to Scotland. Loch Katrine is a freshwater loch in Shirland district owned by Scottish Water. It is the main source of water for the city of Glasgow. Now, when you look up this Loch Katrine, you're going to find out it ain't nothing like that Thames River. Let's look at this Loch Katrine. And by the way, Queen Victoria was a Jake. Look at it. This is completely different to what you were seeing with that nasty ass. This is the water supply up in Scotland. Another one's Locks. But when you go to that fucking unclean frog, people are drinking shit water, literally dead body shit water. I'm telling you, man, you go down there, you start using the water, it's so hard, it's on your face, it's like glue. And you telling me this place ain't of Satan, man? Let me get a quick scripture on that. Look at the fucking difference. Now, there's certain parts of the world, I don't know why it's done this. There's certain parts of the world, when you go there, you go like, let's say you go Switzerland or somewhere, and them Edomites have really got it good. Alright? But some places stand out more than others, man. Just like America being Babylon, you know? Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken an everlasting covenant. Okay, so it's a lot that I'm kind of a bit all over the place with this. You know, it's kind of, you know, like I said, but I was looking at the difference, and I looked up a couple of different locations, you know, and then I just went back to this unclean frog. And I'm gonna go through all the locations. I think they made a point. And I was looking up venom and frogs, venom and stuff, but I'm not gonna go into all that. I think I made a point. I want to keep this short. You know, but the water supply is literally shit, and if you just put in London pup or whatever you want to put in, you're gonna get there's tons of articles. I could just sit here reading the articles exposing now the same drinking water that people the same drinking water supply source is being flushed with shit. You walk past that shit every day. People walk past that, and that's what they're drinking out of their taps. Now, obviously, you don't want to be drinking that shit, man. You want to be getting your bottled water, sourced water, wherever. You know what I mean? You know, good pH sourced water. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be drinking out of them taps, man. I wouldn't be drinking out of them taps. Now, what I want to do? I want to show you. I want to go back and show some of these. See if I can get some of this. But like I said, I'm gonna have to put it in here, innit? Gonna have to put the thing on. Just gonna have to fucking put it in, because by that summer, the River Thames had become such a large repository of human waste that the stench exacerbated by a smoldering hot wave. Now, this is what, like I said, this is the water supply of the fucking city of London. So you got all the, this shit that, like you said, EastEnders, you see this fucking river, the Thames, the Thames. It's going through all of London. It's a fucking shit. It's filled with shit. That's all I gotta say, man. I know I'm dragging the point here, but you know what? It's on to the next. Lord willing, I might touch on this again and go into some other things, man. Lord willing. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.